All right, so I decided to make this kind of a series because obviously it's taking really long to make the full video on this, and I will still upload the full video on the whole build. But currently, right now, I've got a lot of my wiring in, and if you haven't seen any of the other ones, this is my 14, nope, it is a 5 foot by 10 foot enclosed trailer. What I do is I go around and fix any trailer wiring issues. I do all custom builds for trailers, all sorts of stuff. But on this build, at this current stage, I have my solar charge controller in. My solar panels are up on the roof. And like I said, the full video will go through all that stuff. But here's my switch panel. What I'm working on now is I had these. So these are magnetic switches which will activate my relays to my individualized lights. So they're each on their own circuit. So found out that these aren't as reliable as I thought they would be. So when you shut the door, it doesn't want to latch and close the circuit. That being said, not that big of a deal. So what I ended up doing was I've got a few options here. So these are all lever micro switches. They're waterproof. So I've got two options, and I've got two different sources. So one's back there. I don't know if you can see it. One's back there. That will activate the rear scene lights and the underglow and the interior lights. This one's going to be just the side scene lights, the underglow, and the interior lights. But like I said, I'm having an issue with latching. With latching, this thing doesn't work. So what I'm thinking about doing is mounting these in here. Let me see if I can get you a better angle. Mounting these in here. And obviously you see that real big toggle that comes out, or lever. I'm gonna do a little hole right in here and get it to hit the door. When the door pushes in, it will actuate that little lever. All right, so what I'm gonna attempt to do is use my Dremel. Obviously with this piece, it's gonna be right here. Sorry, gonna be right here. I marked the little hole.